Brian Dorman arrived into the Chinese capital from the United States 9 days ago and has been staying all alone in a designated hotel ever since. One day, he received a piece of flyer.
The other day, I opened my door to pick up my lunch that's delivered every day from a nearby restaurant, and I spotted this little flyer, and it appeared to be from some group offering psychological counseling to people feeling, depressed as a result of being isolated.
Brian found out that a non-profit organization, Sunshine Partner, was working with the Beijing Association of Social Psychology to provide mental health support for people under quarantine. And Brian puts us in touch with the volunteers working at the organization.
We have been providing psychological support for residents, villagers, and medics in Wuhan since the second day of the Chinese New Year holiday until March 5th. Then we came back to Beijing. We found many overseas students and foreigners have come back to the city. Then we started to provide psychological support for them.
We were told about 20 people have contacted with the support group. Some were overseas students, others were just visiting the country. The volunteers said they came across all kinds of anxieties. For instance, one person was worried because he was on the same inbound flight as a confirmed case.
We have several ways to calm their mood. For example, tell them to shift their attention by reading books, newspapers, and we also organized online disco dancing on WeChat. When they were dancing and singing, they could feel a release in pressure at night.
The support group doesn't just help English-speaking people, but they have volunteers who can speak a number of languages. In a report published by the Lancet in this March, noting that there are several ways to address the psychological impact of quarantine. Those include keeping one's social network alive, communicating with friends, family and colleagues, and talking to health officials.
Being isolated isn't much fun, and it can be stressful, and this kind of mutual aid is really great to see.
Trained volunteers using their free time to assist others in their time of need. Sometimes a little bit of care can go a long way. Yu Yang, CGTN, Beijing.